Welcome back to the channel. We are today at the Irish launch of the all-new and all-electric Renault 4. We've already had it up on the channel, so if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Hit the notification icon, so when I get these international trips, you're seeing it before anybody else. But today we're in Ireland, we're in right-hand drive, we're going to have a look around the outside, the inside, and a second look at the all-new Renault 4. I really like this colour, and harking back to the Renault 4 of old from the 1960s that have over 8 million sold globally. So let's start off at the front. It comes in 3 different trims and 2 different battery sizes. A illuminated Renault badge at the front, and when you have an illuminated badge, you have to have lights that show the extremity of the car. So you'll see a lot of light, companies with light bars, but Renault have said they've done an illuminated grille outline. You also have those daytime running lights, circular, reminiscent to the original Renault 4, and there's LED matrix underneath that as well. Matte black bumper, gloss black overriders, again, harking back to the original Renault 4, and some aero down along the side. Some venting, some parking sensors. Overall, really good. Let's have a look inside what's underneath the bonnet. And there isn't a frunk, but is there an option for a aftermarket cable tray? Potentially. It is shallow-ish. Built on that Ampere small platform, and you can see the Renault 4, a little Easter egg inside there. Down along the side we've on 18-inch wheels with that large wheel arch in gloss black, and 3 different trims, as I mentioned: Evolution, Techno and Iconic here in Ireland, and they're 195 60/18s. Front left-hand side is the charging port, 11 kilowatt on AC, and dependent on the battery size, the 40 kilowatt hour has an 80 kilowatt hour DC peak, and then the 50 kilowatt hour has a 100 kilowatt DC peak. Vehicle to load and vehicle to grid capability as well, and you can see it's manufactured in electricity in France. A nice chrome outline all the way along the top of the windows. Gloss black. This is the two-tone with the roof rails, with the gloss black wing mirrors as well. Nice little hark back retro piece here. Vents on the bonnet. We don't need them in an electric car, but they're here on that to remind us of the original Renault 4. And again, the stamped into the door panels, again, we also have some Renault 4 reminiscence. Glass or body colored door handles, glass back B pillar we talked about. This part, the C window, C pillar, very Renault 4. Little spoiler, gloss shark fin aerial, gloss black, and this iconic 3-part taillight again that we would have had in the original run. So not staggered wheel, 195 60s, 18s on the rear as well. This one has the power tail lift. Beautiful Renault 4 badging, and Renault then built into the, embossed into the actual window wiper. The lowest sill in its class, and it has 420 litres with a 40-60 split. Some storage up here, some tie-off points, some cable ties. But I really like this little well in here that does come out as well. So just handy for mucky boots and stuff like that. I'm trying to do this all one-handed, folks. Apologies. 12 volt up here also. And knocking these seats down. You were asked today at the press conference as to what it's like. There's a good leap up there, unfortunately. But you see from the side doors, you have some good space there, probably around that 1300 litres. Nice seats. Nice fabrics, and they're different fabrics to the Renault 4. So good headrests. You've got this quilting going on here, this little stripe with that houndstooth. Again, some more quilting, and then 2 Isofix in underneath the rear. It's 200 millimeters or 20 centimeters longer. It's got 8 centimeters extra legroom and 12 centimeters more of an overhang, so that's where you're getting it in the boot. This seat set for me, I'm 6'2", 188 centimeters. My microphone is after dropping off here now, folks. Give me 2 seconds. If I can clip it on. There's a magnet hanging around somewhere there. And so seat feet can go in underneath, legs are tight, device holder, map holder, 2 USB Type-Cs. That armrest doesn't slide. And headroom. I'm touching headrest before I'm touching roof. And this is where this wins over the Renault 5, so I think they'll sell more of these. Prices in Ireland, 27,995 for the 40 kilowatt Evolution trim. Then it goes up to Techno and then Iconic. Top trim, biggest battery, 34,995. So from 28 to 35, it's in the real sweet spot. Let me turn this around and show you what that looks like. Window goes down to about there. Nice fabric here. Door pocket there. And it's ISOFIX in the front also. And there's my little magnet that I was looking for. On the door, you've got that houndstooth, you've got the window adjustment and retractor, your 4, all auto up, auto down, and then the lock on the rear also. Pocket in underneath, lumbar and electronically adjusted, manually adjusted height. Beautiful seats that we would have had on the Renault 5 as well, similar with that H design. Little Renault 4 badging on down here. 2 10.25 inch screens. We've got My Safety Sense over here. Press it twice and you can set up your personal ADAS. 25 or 26 ADAS systems, headlight adjusting and a tailgate opening. The Octopus of stalks. You've got the lipstick for your reverse neutral drive. You've got your window wiper, and then they've got the audio multi-sense selector here. Gloss black, bit of gloss black down here also. Cruise control on the left hand side, audio on the right hand side. Regen, brakes, levels, and there's a 1 pedal drive option. Lights and indicators on this stock. 10.25 inch here, 10.25 inch here. Google built in, heated seats, heating the steering wheel. We're in the we're in the Techno trim today. Power on off button and a switch on the top for on, off and volume with the cruise HVAC, etc. Systems in underneath. Electronic handbrake, automatic handbrake, 2 wireless charging pads with a 12 volt and a wireless charging pad. Little EDC holder here. Armrest with a removable divider for cup holders. And that armrest at the front. Glove box, not bad. And you've got that quilted soft touch materials then as well. Headroom for me. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's really good. Let me bring my microphone back up to where it needs to be, but also some more stats on the Renault 4. Now that we've got the prices. So in Ireland, the lower end battery, entry level trim Evolution is going to be with the smaller battery, the 27,995, and then the 2 other trims are going to have just the bigger battery, the 52. Kilometer wise, just over 300 kilometers and 400 kilometers. So they feel that the bigger battery will be the one that everybody is going to go for. Length of the car overall is 4.1 with a 1.8 meter wide and a 1.6 meter nearly. Wheelbase is 2.62. Weight is 1,400 kgs. Boot capacity we talked about already. It can tow 750 kg as well. I think that's everything. There is a 2-tone print option for the bonnet as well. They do a jet print system. Right, that's the inside and the outside of the all-new Renault 4. Let's take it back to the Irish launch, but take it to Greystones for a bit of a drive. So what's it like driving the all-new Renault 4? So it's a push-button start, and then the octopus of stalks on the right-hand side, down for D, and away you go. Very comfortable. And with that slightly longer wheelbase, you're getting a better extra comfort as well. And they haven't messed with the wheels with the 18-inch wheels. They're left it. And so you're not going to be tempted by a 19 or a 20-inch for better style, but at the reduction of comfort, but also range. WLTP, as I said, is on the smaller battery, 300 kilometers. The larger battery, 400 kilometers. Plenty of power, and again, there's 2 different brake horsepowers. I'll put them on the bottom of the screen. But overall, it's just a nice package that Renault are perfecting every time they're bringing one out on this Ampere platform. So like the Renault 5, it is not as sporty feeling because it's not as low down. This is more of an SUV, but it's not that big of an SUV really. But visibility will start off as good out the front. Out the rear with the large headrest, it is difficult to see out the rear, especially when the middle one is anyway up at all. So it would be nice to see a streaming camera. But again, on this price point of under 28,000 to 35,000, we're not going to get that. You'll be happy to know that on the Renault 4, we're getting blind spot, which we didn't get on the Renault 5 for some reason, but you did in the UK market. So thanks for those that have jumped into the comments and let us know. Seats are nice and comfortable, and with that power adjusted lumbar support, we're definitely on the right track. Heated and heated steering wheel as well. So all the levels of comfort at this level of price point. We won't get massage seats either. As much as there's over 25 ADAS within the Renault 4, you're also getting the option of turning some of that stuff off. It resets every time, but with 2 presses of the My Safety Sense button, you're also getting the opportunity of lane keeping, etc. I always say I like to leave them on because it keeps you honest. If you are going over the speed limit, it will beep and let you know. But by no means is it too intrusive. Like on the charging flap on the outside, they're highlighting the fact that it is made in France, so batteries are produced in France, all in that northeastern region, if I'm not mistaken, within France. But so that European supply chain, that European promoting European, and you're not getting a lesser product with that Google built in as well. And so what that it's not about phone mirroring. It's actually you're signing into your Google account, you're signing into Google Maps, and you're downloading your apps that you'd normally have on your phone, but they'll always be in your car. So it'll still work even if if you don't have your phone with you. Not that that'd be the case. You can hear the speed sign recognition kicking in there that I'm going slightly over the speed limit here in Greystones. Brakes are a nice feel to it as well, and the fact that we're getting 1-pedal drive for the first time in a Renault. They are talking about retrofitting it over the air for some of the Renault Renault 5s that are already in the marketplace, and also the refreshed Renault Megane will have it from production, but the existing portfolio of Renault Meganes will have that opportunity to do it as well. Double wishbone suspension in the rear, handier for the packaging setup of the Renault 4, but also it is better ride quality as well. So Renault 5 and Renault 4 both benefit from that. So overall, I'm going to be living with this for a bit longer in a couple of months. So as mentioned already, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Today, it is literally grab it, take it for a drive, do some socials with my colleague Dave from Nevo. If you haven't already followed Nevo on the socials, on Instagram, etc., make sure that you are doing that as well. Efficiency, not fair to judge it today. I will wait until I bring it back. I had talked about it on the previous drive with it when we had it for the first drive in France. But for those interested, even with these people driving it around today, efficiency, we are saying that we're getting 18 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers. Probably a small bit on the high side. And again, a lot of journalists with heavy feet jumping in and out of this car. So I would say we'll probably get nearer 15, 16 on a regular drive, living with, would be the way I'd look at it. I'm really liking that 1-pedal drive. And the fact that we've got blind spot built in. So there's a lot of positives with the Renault 4. That's sprightly enough. It has a couple of different driving modes, as we talked about already. So you have Perso, you have a Sport, you have Eco, and you have Comfort. Going over a speed bump there as well. No issues with that. So overall, I think they've done a great job with Renault 4. I personally think they'll sell more Renault 4s than Renault 5s. Renault 5s are nice and retro and people like the look of them, but I think the practicality of the 4 will lean more towards families. Lots of competition in this space with BYD Atto 2. You've got your Citroen EC3, Opel Frontera. We just had them channel recently as well. So that is a second quick look with the Renault 4. As mentioned, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Hit the like button, share the video, jump into the comments and let me know whether it's on your shopping list. And remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thank you very much for watching.